Hello and welcome to my new series called Lessons in Awakening. And this is number one, everything is energy. Everything is energy, including you, your emotions, and your thoughts. I felt compelled to offer this as the Great Awakening is underway, and a lot of people have different ideas about what the Great Awakening is all about, but I feel it is about understanding the quantum truths, the universal laws, and the fact that we live in an energy universe that follows energetic laws, and that you are energy, and that you have ultimate power and creative power at that over your own energy. And what I'm feeling and seeing is that a lot of people don't realize how powerful they are. So it all starts with understanding that everything is energy. I'm going to try and keep these videos short and sweet and to the point, and do a whole series of them. So number one, everything is energy, including you. And I'm going to share my screen and just show the famous quote from Nikola Tesla. So the famous Nikola Tesla, if you don't know about him, then I suggest you find out. I'm not going to go into the history of him now, but he did say famously, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So if you want to find the secrets of the universe, this is everything. If you want to know anything about anything, if you want to know the secrets about manifesting your dreams, if you want to know the secrets about finding love in your life, if you want to know the secrets about healing yourself, whether that be physically or emotionally, if you want to know the secrets behind creating anything that you choose in your life, if you want to find the secrets behind releasing or eliminating the things that you don't like in your life, whichever way you look at it, whatever you're creating, it's all about energy, and it all comes down to your energy, your frequency, and your vibration. So that is one of my favorite quotes because it literally brings everything back down to energy. Now, as humans, we have been trained to believe only what we can see, hear, feel, taste, smell. Okay, that is fast becoming a very naive approach to life, because we know from the dog whistle that there are sounds that dogs can hear that we can't hear. We also know that there are people, we call it extrasensory perception, but there are people that can see auras and people that can see energy, higher frequency energy. That's why not everybody can see it. The dog whistle is a higher frequency sound. That's why not us human, us dense, low density humans can't hear it. Okay, and so some people can feel energy. Okay. And it's just like you could have a deaf person and someone with perfect hearing, but that's still a whole range. And it's very naive to think that there isn't so much more going on. So many sounds that are happening that are vibrating at a certain frequency, but our human hearing system can't pick it up. It's the same with sight. There are things at higher frequencies that we can't pick up with our limited human senses. Okay, so understanding that just because you can't see something doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Okay, we know with the water cycle, okay, which we teach in year 5, right? You know, with the water, it evaporates, rises, goes to vapor. You know, we can't see that, but we know it exists. Okay, so one of the problems is we've been kind of trained to think that if we can't see it, it doesn't exist, which is very naive now, I think, because also the main point is that emotions, we know that emotions exist because we feel them all the time, right? But we can't see them, but everything is energy. We know that, right? So emotions are vibrating at a frequency that we can't see. We might see the effect of them, we might see the consequences of them, but we can't physically see emotions. And it's the same with thoughts. Now, thoughts is our most powerful energy. Okay, so that's why positive thinking is so important. And thoughts and emotions, we create through our thoughts and emotions. So thoughts also, you can't see thoughts, but we know that they exist. Okay, and the same with beliefs. Beliefs are also energy. They vibrate at a certain frequency. So there'll be higher beliefs, higher frequency beliefs, and lower frequency beliefs. Okay, but however low the belief is, you still can't see it. So the next picture that I want to share is this one, which is, okay, I'm not so worried about the chakras on the side of this. I'm looking at the levels of energy body. So we start with the physical body, which is the densest part. When I say dense, I mean dense as in energetically heavy. Okay, it's the lowest frequency part of us, our physical body. But we know that our physical, our self, our being doesn't stop at our skin. If you were to just put your hands together, if you were just to put your hands together and then just separate them a centimeter, put your palms of your hands together and then just separate them a centimeter and just move your hands around like in little circles, you could probably feel the energy between your hands. Now, a skeptic will just say this is heat, which of course it is. Heat is energy. But just bring your hands further and further out, and you can still feel that energy that's extending beyond your physical body. Okay, because if you come further out, you can't feel it so easily. So you just bring your hands further out and then bring them closer together, and you can start actually focusing on how the layer of our energy that comes out, not doesn't come out from, well, yeah, extends beyond, I want to say, expands beyond the limitations of our human body. This is our fourth dimensional. Okay, so our physical body is our third dimensional energy body. And our fourth dimensional energy body is the emotional and mental energy body. So here on this chart, you can see the emotional body and the mental body. So this is the frequency at which our emotions and our beliefs and our thoughts are vibrating at. Okay, creating some kind of aura around us, but it's a level of our energy being. And this is the fourth dimensional energy being of us. If you were to extend above that, we've got astral, etheric, celestial, catheric. I'm not, worried about the individual ones. I want to go above the fourth dimension because that takes us into the fifth dimensional layer of our energy, which is where our soul resides. Okay, or in our heart. Okay, so that's very much our fifth dimension. Now we have many, many, many more dimensions. We are multi-dimensional beings, and every layer, if that's the right word, gets is finer and finer and finer, or higher and higher frequency energy. Okay, and that's why we're not aware of it, because we are so dense. We are literally quite dense. So this chart shows quite clearly that the emotional and mental body is what is around our physical body, and then what is around that is our soul, is our fifth dimensional energy body, our spiritual body, or astral, etheric, celestial, however you want to call it. So, but I wanted to look at it in terms of dimensions, because we talk a lot about different dimensions and we are multi-dimensional beings. So we basically just want to shift from the third dimension. We're already fifth dimensional beings because we have a soul, okay? And then there are sixth dimensional, seventh dimensional, eighth. I mean, it goes on and on and on, okay? But let's just focus on the now. mastering the emotions and our thoughts, which reside in the fourth dimension. Because the fourth dimension, the emotional mental body, I see it very much as having two parts to it. The lower mental body and emotional body is where we have allowed ourselves to be programmed, whether by parents, teachers, society, full of limiting beliefs, full of fear, doubt, anxiety, and all those emotions, because we are allowing outside forces to affect us, or because we are following a programming that we've had from a very young age. The upper fourth dimensional, this is how I view it, this is my perception, I like to simplify things, is very much the mind, the emotions and the mind, which we have power over. Okay, we haven't given our power away to anyone else. And our soul comes in with divine inspiration from our higher self. Okay, and then we want to act on that. And then when we act on that, we need to think. Okay, we need to analyze and we need to, put things into action in the physical world, which involves using the mind, the mental processes. It includes having thoughts that serve you, self-love thoughts, self-worth thoughts, self-confidence, okay, and beliefs. The world is a safe place and I love and accept myself. I am worthy, and I love life and life loves me, and all these positive, beautiful beliefs that are high frequency that we can use to actually carry out our divine inspiration. So that side of the fourth dimension, we need it in order to our mental and our emotional body, we can observe our emotions, we can choose our emotions, we can choose our thoughts, and that's when things all start being really high vibe and positive. But we are still using our mental layer of our energy, but we're using it to create from our divine inspiration. We're not allowing others to use it against us, this limiting belief that we're not good enough and things like that, So they're the layers of, just for now, there's many layers, okay, but I'm simplifying everything and trying to make everything quick. So the next picture I wanted to share was this one of Kirlian photography. So we're talking about layers of energy, and this isn't just us. Everything has layers of energy, okay? Everything has a third dimensional, fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, whatever. So Kirlian photography, so this was someone called Kirlian who took photographs in a way that you could actually see the auras. And so I start with an apple. So an apple there, it's a living thing. So you might not be surprised that it has an aura around it, but you can see quite clearly that the energy of the apple extends beyond what the human eye can see. That's my point. And again, you might think that's because it's living, but then look at the spanner. The spanner or the monkey wrench or whatever it is, you might think that's solid, it's metal, it's, contained in what we can see with the physical eye. But look, also the energy of that spanner or that monkey wrench is extending beyond what we can see with the physical eye. So that's kind of a really important point. I love these photographs for showing that. Now, at the bottom, you can see that we have a leaf. You can see that we have cut the top of the leaf, and then we have taken Kirlian photography. I say we, obviously I didn't do it. Kirlian photography to show that the energy of that leaf that has been cut is still there. The higher frequency parts of that leaf are still there. The physical top, the top of that leaf has physically been removed, but not energetically, because there are higher frequency, and it's higher frequency because we can't see it with our naked human eye, but it still exists. Now, you hear about people that have lost limbs and they can still feel them. Okay, and this also brings up a very interesting subject about tumors and medical procedures that are to remove perhaps malignant tumors, and the surgery removes the physical part of the tumor, which is great, but we know that the physical is created from the non-physical. The physical is created from our consciousness, our thoughts, and our beliefs, accompanied by emotion. So that's the origin. The origin of anything physical has started in thought form, non-physical. So if you have the physical tumor removed from your body, yes, I mean, I'm sure that will help you, but you're not going to be completely healed unless you work on removing any negative thoughts or negative emotions that have created that physical tumor. So the energy that created the tumor is still in the body. So this is why some people have recurring tumors and why some people don't, because sometimes when they have an unpleasant diagnosis, they change their whole lifestyle and they stop working in a job that they hate, or they change the way that they look at life. They realize that life is short and they start doing what they love with people that they love. They just have a whole mindset change, and they shift their emotions and their beliefs and their thoughts. And it's that shift in emotions and thoughts and beliefs that causes, that no longer creates the tumor. So it's not about crossing your fingers and hoping. It's about understanding that the physical world, it starts in the non-physical, and specifically with your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. So I'm hoping that it makes that quite clear. I think that photograph makes that quite clear. So that's my introduction to Everything is Energy. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to keep it short, so I'm going to love you and leave you and see you on the next video in my Lessons in Awakening. Bye for now.